watching my real life vlogs. Welcome back, welcome back. As you can see, I did my hair. Okay, we did our hair. I was really excited to get something done with it after I took those braids out. And so I was like, let's just do a blow dried situation. Let's do some curl ones. Cause y'all know, I don't mess with wet hair no more. If it requires me to lay on some wet hair, whatever the style is, I don't want it. So I've been a huge fan of just blow drying my hair before I style it these days. And I like the body that it gives me, you know? I don't have to fool with it a lot. It's gonna just automatically be big hair. So I like it. I was in here creating some content, showing you guys some stuff. So if you check my Instagram, you'll see everything because I will have already posted it. But I changed really quick. I got on my Fashion Nova jeans. I got on my Target. I think this is Universal Thread brand. Super comfy, like cotton type of button up. I love it. My Amazon earrings. I got these on my storefront. Same thing with this necklace, Amazon storefront. We went to the gym today. Anthony's downstairs getting us some lunch going. And I'm actually about to head down to the kitchen and get to work on some of those kitchen projects that I was telling you guys about in my last vlog. So we're gonna be doing that today. I'm gonna be showing you guys the way my kitchen looks with the new drawer and cabinet pools that we got. Hopefully that thing turns out right. And then I'm gonna be putting that little coffee nook scenario together. So what I did yesterday was like I already like kind of cleaned my appliances, right? My espresso machine and my coffee latte machine that I got from Target. And today I'm just going to be taking everything off of that area, off that counter, wiping everything down, making sure it's all clean, and then everything is gonna go back onto the counter, freshly cleaned. You know, we're just gonna start off on a dust-free slate. That's kind of how I want to kick that project off. So yeah, let's head on down. Follow me. Okay, so down here in the kitchen now, I just wanted to give you guys a full view of the before of the kitchen. I wanted to make sure I got the light fixtures in the shot so you guys can kind of see what I mean as far as coordinating with the black. We are going to be replacing all of the drawer pulls, and I just wanted y'all to get a good view of everything. Never mind Anthony making air fryer chicken. We're about to have that for lunch. And then over here, swing around to the coffee bar. That's what this thing looks like. And then we have this area above the refrigerator. Okay, so my drawer pull, cabinet pull hardware, the last of it arrived today. And so this is what it looks like in the box. Oh, there goes the brochure. So this is the manufacturer right here. Of course, I ordered all of this on Amazon, and I had to measure first before even attempting this. And what you do when you're replacing drawer pulls, right, when you're putting them on for the first time, you can just drill holes wherever you need them to be. But when you're replacing, you want to measure the existing pulls and sort of where they have been drilled. And you don't want to measure like the full extent of the handle because that doesn't matter. What you want to know is where the two screws are. That's what you want to know. And you want to measure from the middle of one screw to the middle of another screw. And that's going to give you an accurate metric of the size replacement that you need to order. And that's what I did, and I'm going to be testing the larger ones out just to make sure that they fit, because you want to do that too before you get started on like taking all of them off. You want to test it and make sure that you did in fact order the right size. And kind of tell just from kind of holding it up here that I did measure it correctly. But I'm also going to test and make sure that the screws work fine and all that other stuff. You just want to troubleshoot a little bit on the front end so you don't have to troubleshoot as much on the back end, okay? Because that's when things get real annoying and real discouraging. So this is not my first time replacing drawer pulls. It is my first time though, however, on a scale of this size, because we are going to be replacing about, I want to say I ordered 30 something of the larger handles, and then I think I only needed like 10 or something of the smaller ones. So we're gonna be in here for a minute, okay, getting this thing done. But I'm excited, and I want to share this experience with you guys to kind of empower you on little DIY things that you can do to your house to really make improvements, and just show you guys that this stuff is not that hard and that you can do it with your hair done and makeup on. It's just that easy. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna start the project over here because I just wanna see something, okay? When y'all are switching out hardware like this, beware of like stripped screws and things of that nature, because girl, we did not remodel this kitchen. It was obviously remodeled, but we weren't responsible for it. They had done that before we moved in. It was one of the things that you could tell they finished at the last minute to try and sell this house, and who knows who installed these cabinets for them, you know? And you know, over the years I've kind of noticed that with some of the hardware, some of the screws were stripped, and you know, using screws that are inappropriate for the different pieces of hardware, and just kind of throwing stuff together just to get the job finished. And I think, you know, in more cases than not, you'll come across that kind of like corner cutting when it comes to like home renovation projects. And so it's nothing that you can really avoid. It's a waste of time to even try to avoid that kind of thing. Just be prepared to deal with it if you come across such things. It's nothing you need to sue anybody behind or anything like that, is my point. It happens. All the different maneuvering, it makes me happy that I'm a little bit flexible because, geez Louise. Okay. Gotta use that core strength. All right, got those off. Let's put the black ones on. The ones that I ordered come with their own screws. In some cases, you can just use the same screws as the hardware you're replacing, but in my case, I'm gonna use the new screws because some of the old screws look a little janky, okay? They are a little bit rusty, and we just wanna put in all new stuff. I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of excited a little bit after seeing that first one on there. So let's continue, and of course you can use a drill gun or something if that works for you. Y'all know me though, when I'm doing like little stuff like this, I like using the manual. It's just a preference. If I was dealing with like studs and drywall or something, then yeah, I would be probably using the gun. But we're gonna use the manual for now. Hey, little baby. Hey, mommy. What's up, mommy? Take your butt. All right, here's a quick yet probably obvious tip. Always order more than you actually need because there will be defects, right? This stuff is man-made. There will be mistakes in the product. So I'm noticing that with the screw hole for this bottom one, it lacks screw threads, right? It's just a gaping hole. So I'm going to try to sort of troubleshoot and finesse it, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, I'm gonna just grab another one because I ordered like 10 extra. Y'all remember when I reorganized these drawers underneath my coffee nook? So it's been working out great ever since, but I gotta take everything out because that's the only way I'm gonna be able to get to the screw holes here. Then I'm gonna take a vacuum to this and just make sure I'm getting all the dust out. Might as well, because I gotta take everything out anyway. Might as well. What will I be doing with all of the old hardware, you ask? Well, I'm gonna see if Habitat for Humanity can find use for these. I'm gonna get you, Ava girl. I didn't think the lower cabinets would be my favorite, but I get to sit down, so I'm enjoying this. I don't know how I'm gonna do all the other ones standing up. I don't want to stand up and do this. I might have to switch to the drill so it can be quicker. Because when I'm sitting down, it's fine, but standing up, doing this manual thing, it's burning too many calories for me. I don't know, I guess I don't like using the drill because it like makes me feel like I don't have full control over the spin, you know, and it's just like a mental thing. I just want to be in control of every turn. Like here's the fear, right? So like what if I'm drilling in the wrong direction, and because the drill is so fast, it carries through the wrong direction like really quickly, and then I've like ruined something. I feel like manually you have more room to like correct a mistake. It's more forgiving, but I don't know. I guess for this, I don't really have to worry about that. Ava is having a babble fest over there. She's having a babble fest. I was telling Anthony I wanted to start in this area first, this little coffee nook area first, so that I could complete all of the replacements, and then I could get like a view of like whether or not it looks good, and it's just contained to a small area versus trying to finish the whole kitchen and then deciding I really hate it and then having to take all of the whole kitchen down. So I feel like once I finish this area and I step back and look at it, it'll give me a really good idea of what the rest of the kitchen will look like, you know. But so far, y'all, I feel like I'm really liking it. So far, it's looking really, really good. I'm so excited. Are you excited, hon? It's about, Okay, y'all, I'm gonna take a quick break to eat, Anthony made us some air fryer chicken, so I went ahead and made some broccoli. He didn't want any broccoli, so since he wasn't eating it, I put a little soy sauce in there because that makes it taste nice. Name that movie. Let's see if y'all really with it. Name, where did I get that? Yummy. That's all you need, honestly. Okay, yummy. It's giving. So delicious. Late lunch. It's almost time for dinner. It'll be home from school in like a little more than an hour, and it will be time to start like figuring out dinner. Anyway, y'all, so Anthony went upstairs with Ava, and she is just being so loud. She's like screaming and stuff and everything else. Like, she's in her loud era. The doctor was saying, like, you know, when babies are around 6 months, that's when they start to recognize their own voices and they start to enjoy the sounds of their own voices. And so she, you know, we can expect her to be a lot more vocal with the babbling and stuff. As y'all know, we're really new to that. Well, I'm really new to this because Anne is nonverbal, and so her speech development was very different from the neurotypical route to speaking. So Anne wasn't babbling a lot, and you know, the whole like enjoying her own voice thing, we didn't experience that. So this is feeling new. This is feeling really new. Oh man, this chicken is perfectly seasoned. Hello? Hello? So sick of these spam calls. That's why when these stores be like, can I get your phone number? Like when you're checking out, they want to give you rewards, and somebody be like, no. Because you're going to leak my data. And that's what happened. That's why I'm getting all these spam calls. Okay, coffee area, refrigerator area finished. So y'all, I just wanted to, you know, have a look at everything, you know, full on, just to see if I want to continue. And I must say, between me and Anthony, we really love it. Like, we really love it. So I'm definitely gonna keep going. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all how, like, I just wanted to do this little area before trying to tackle the whole thing, because I wasn't too proud to realize, you know, if I've made a mistake, you know what I mean? But I really, really like it, and so does Anthony, and he's a harsh critic of anything I change around here. So for him to like it is a big deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the coffee nook. I'm so excited. This was my favorite part. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just move everything from over here, and then we're gonna clean. Knew that we're not putting this back. I am going with a different storage solution for my K-cups. This is giving car dealership, oil change place. I don't want it anymore. Man, a lot of dust over here. It makes me think sometimes, you know, how like we get stuff and then we're like, you know, we leave it and we forget about it for a little while. It makes me think like people who change their decorating or change rooms around a lot, it makes me think their homes are probably cleaner than people who don't change stuff around, because how likely are you really cleaning under some of that stuff when you're not seeing it on a regular, you know? My grandmother was one of those people. She would change her living room around once a month, and it was for the purpose of cleaning everything properly. When my sister Michi got older and had her apartment, we would tease her and be like, you're just like grandma, because you just change your rooms around like every, you know, couple months. And she was like, yeah, I guess so. Oh yeah, and I fully expect someone to make a comment about why my husband is not the one down here putting the handles on the cabinets and drawers. And here's the thing, y'all, I've addressed this before, but certain roles in the house are not gender specific. at least not in this house. This is not my husband's thing, right? Doing stuff like this is just not his thing, and it's not gonna become his thing just because somebody else thinks it should be. My inclination to be interested in this kind of stuff is not gender specific at all. I learned it from my dad, and he's a man and I'm a woman. Okay, that's the last of everything. So these are all my containers that are going to be having some kind of food item inside. So I cleaned all of these 2 days ago, so they had a good chance to kind of sit out and dry, so I don't have like any moisture issues with anything. All this stuff dried out very, very well. I washed everything by hand, and then I finished these up in the dishwasher just to kind of do one last sanitizing on them. So those are dried. So this is the label that came with all of the stuff. Girl, we got stuff in the washer and dryer, so excuse the noises. I got 1 mocha chocolate, 1 raspberry, and 1 caramel. Girl, this is the part that, listen, let me not mess this up. Okay, so this glass has 2 seams on each side, so I kind of want to put the sticker on either side of those seams. I don't want to put it right down the middle of the seam. So let's just put it right here. Oh my God, I'm so bad about this kind of thing. I'm gonna press it in the middle and then work my way over on either side. Girl, does that look okay? Oh my God, freehand. Okay, so that's the caramel one. Where's the raspberry? I think I just saw it. Where is it? Where is it? Like I said, when I ordered these on Amazon, I had already checked to make sure that all of my flavors that I currently have were in this sticker set. And to be fair, y'all, I'm handling these stickers and I feel like honestly they're not gonna be that hard to get off when you want to get them off. I feel like that. Okay, that looks pretty similar to that one. And then this last one is going to be the caramel flavor. No, the last one is the mocha. So which one should I use for mocha? I guess we'll just use chocolate. But yeah, like I said, y'all, don't freak out if you have this set. Don't freak out about the sticker placement. Honestly, I can tell you right now, these stickers are not gonna be hard to come off. Like if you make a mistake, you see what I'm saying? I could just feel it and tell. It's not that super heavy duty adhesive. So there's the 3. Honestly, it looks close enough. God, these coffee beans smell incredible. What a treat. All right, guys, now it's time to go ahead and start pouring our delicious syrup inside our containers. Just grabbing a napkin for which to lay this part on. Okay, in fact, let's put the whole thing on top of a napkin, okay? We're gonna use the little collapsible funnel that comes with these canisters, okay? Comes with it. You just sit that right on top. Okay, stay put, stay put. And look, I don't even have that much mocha syrup left because this is Anthony's favorite, and so he just be dogging it. So I'm gonna put in what I have, and then we'll have to do a refill very, very soon. Whoops, look at that mess. Okay, we're gonna pour it in there like that. This kind of looks like a liquor bar. These colors, like this looks like whiskey. I'm gonna put this back together, and I'm gonna throw this out. Okay, and I'm gonna rinse my funnel before I put in the next flavor because I don't want those flavors to, oh my God, what's happening here? Okay, y'all, I just found out something so crazy. So when you twist these tops on, they are gonna stop where they're gonna stop, right? So the front of this is actually right here. So that kind of sucks, but that leads me back to when I told you guys earlier, these stickers come right off. So I'm just gonna move this sticker. Y'all see that? They just come right off. So I'm just gonna move it to the front, right? We wanna see it on the front when we're pumping out the syrup, you know, so I'm just gonna put it right here instead. See, problem solved. But yeah, we need that pump to be facing front. So I'm gonna change all of these when I get to that point. This raspberry one is so good, but you don't always want it. So there's so much of it left because of that. So much for having control about which direction those stickers face. For this one, it's actually okay. I don't need to move the sticker. It lined up. For this one, it looks like it'll line up also. It's just that one, y'all. It's just that one. Baby, you give me midnight. That one lined up. Look how cute. It really looks like liquor though. I'm telling you, I see an old fashioned when I look at this one. Okay, you guys, with everything filled with the appropriate food items. It's now time to style this area. Okay, with all of the flavorings filled and everything all set in its containers, now it's time to bring everything back and style this space. I feel like now might be a good time to remind you guys where everything is from. So the video right before this one, I did share where I got everything, but in case you missed it, I'll put a link so you can check it out. For the most part, everything is from Amazon, but there were some items that I got from Home Goods in person. But let me tell y'all, when I went on Amazon, I was able to find duplicates of all the Home Goods stuff. So I did link everything below.
Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh.
Ta-da! This is the finished coffee nook look. Let me remind you guys of the before and then let you take in the after. Before, this coffee nook was very plain. It was giving basic. There was nothing calling you over here. It was just really, really a neglected space. Now, it's really pretty. It's kind of interesting. There's some little inspiring moments. It's spring-like. It's more upbeat, and it looks a little bit studious over here. So you guys, I ended up styling this a little differently than I thought that I would, because once I started putting things in the space, I started to realize that I probably needed to rethink what I had originally thought. One of the main things was moving this little tray, right? At first I was gonna have it on this side and do kind of like the symmetrical thing, but y'all, it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give, okay? So I went ahead and moved it to the middle so that you could actually see the syrups like right away when you like walk over here, and I wanted to center a lot of that gold detail. It was too pretty to be pushed off to the side. But the good thing about these little trays, they actually have handles on either side, and it's really easy to move these trays if you need to. So I feel like with these syrups, if I needed to get it out of the way so I could have more space right here, I could easily do that. When you're preparing coffee, you need surface area, so I wanted to make sure I left at least some area clear so that you can have room to put your stuff together. I put this here kind of like as a little staged moment just to show you guys what kind of the vibes are. Girl, these Mexican wedding cookies are so good. I kept this bamboo tray, right, that came with those 3 glass jars. I kept it because I'm like, we could use this to prepare individual coffees. This will make cleanup a lot easier because whatever spills will happen on here, and then all we have to do is rinse it versus having to come over here and wipe down the whole counter. I got my gold spoon here, my little stirrer spoon that I got from off Amazon, and I decided to put another piece of plant material in this corner, y'all, because it felt like it needed a little bit of balance. I just stuck this fake plant down in this gold kind of vase that I had for a while, and I put a couple of my cookbooks up against it because I just felt like we needed some books in this area, so I feel like those can just kind of live there and have something interesting to look at over here. Coffee beans, loose tea, and sugar are living on that bottom tier, and then at the top we just have some containers for coffee. So I got a couple of handleless mugs, which are so fun and cool. I love those. And those 3 glasses with the bamboo tops to them, I have those just kind of back there, so it'll be easy to reach, you know, different containers that you need to put your coffee in. The straws to that are in this top drawer right here for safekeeping. And I told you guys I was going to get rid of that merry-go-round K-cup holder thing, and I'm just going to store the K-cups in this thing, right? It'll fit 40 K-cups, which is a good amount. Then I could also line some up along the side here, so I think this is a perfect amount. I'm not going to need more K-cups than this. My tea accessories and things are in this container, and then I feel like I have room to grow if I want to get more box teas to line up against the back there. In this drawer, you guys saw this stuff before. I didn't change anything. The only thing new is that I added those stirrers right here, those gold stirrers, right next to my straw stirrers. So how's this for a hot beverage station, y'all? And how cute are the new drawer and cabinet pulls, y'all? I feel like it's really bringing everything together. You really get to appreciate this space more, and it looks so much more modern and inspiring. And by inspiring, I mean cute. I really love it, y'all. Let me know what you think. Let me to you. I had to put this on for the kids. Ann came home from school. First thing she did was went straight to the knobs and grabbed them. She's like, these are different. You guys, good morning. It's the next day. Of course, it's the next day. Let me show you guys the results in the kitchen. So this is the finished results. What do y'all think? Okay, I am in love with it, all right? I'm glad I started over here with the coffee station area just to kind of get a vibe. And once I saw that that was working to my liking, I had the confidence to kind of tackle all the rest of this. And y'all, this was a ton of work. Let me just tell you, maybe 2.5 hours in, I was starting to feel like I should have just hired a TaskRabbit to do this. But the more I continued on, I realized it was a good thing for me to do this because I was able to tackle each cabinet individually and really sort of understand how it functions. But also I was able to clean everything, right? One by one, I was cleaning out drawers, dusting, removing old stuff. I was able to hit one of these drawers in the bottom of this island that was like full of a bunch of Ann's old ABA projects and stuff. So it gave me an opportunity to really dive in deep and like organize my kitchen. So for that reason, it was worth it. But when I tell y'all it was difficult, a lot of these screw holes in these pools were not like perfectly put in, and so I was running into like a lot of like manufacturing flaws, and it was not anything that was like a deal breaker, right? Because when you come across stuff like this, you are going to find flaws, like without a doubt. There's no manufacturer, no product that's going to 100% be able to duplicate the same piece over and over again with no mistakes or imperfections. That's absolutely impossible, not realistic. So that's to be expected, but it is annoying, and my fingers were like hurting. I feel like I'm gonna have like calluses on my thumb just from taking the screws out, because some of them were really tight in the cabinet because not all these holes were created equal, and so some of them were kind of tight, so I had to like yank them out. Girl, I had to go get the hammer. Like, it was a lot going on in here. Ann came home from school and she was keeping me company, her and Ava and everything, so it was a family affair. But it was rough, but we got it done. And I really love the results, you guys. It really gave me the vibes that I was sort of looking for, like that modern, sleek vibe. It actually makes the cabinets look a little bit more intentional, a little bit more custom. Because as you guys know, all cabinets are custom, right? They're measured and built to fit your space, so that's a given. However, they looked a little bit more on the higher end and not so basic builder grade, if that makes sense. The black really allowed the handles to pop on the cream colored cabinets, making them stand out more. Just creating a little bit more of an interesting appeal when you look at the cabinets. This morning was the first day I used my brand newly decorated coffee station, and it was so nice, you guys. I did add an extra book to this corner. It's not a cookbook, but it's a book that I found in one of the cabinets, so I'm like, let me just put this up here. I like the idea of having books because it makes this area look a lot more homey and a little more studious. I don't know, I feel like coffee is like the drug of choice for like productive people, so it makes sense to have like little books over here. And who knows, I might be inspired now to buy like books specifically about coffee or like coffee recipes and different blends, which might be fun to add to my little collection over here. And I tried out this little bamboo platform idea that I had as far as like preparing my coffee on this and having it catch all of the drips or whatever, and it worked out great, y'all. Let me just give you an update. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this segment of the vlog. We're gonna move into something else. We're not gonna dwell on this kitchen for much longer, but I just wanted to say before we close this segment out that I hope you guys got some inspiration from this little project. This was really cheap to do, y'all. Like, of everything that I put in here, from the cabinet and drawer pulls to everything I got over here for the coffee station, I probably spent maybe $200, and I know it was less than that. It was probably somewhere around $170. And so you know, spending very little money and then getting something that you really, really like out of the deal, I think is notable. And while it was a lot of work and my thumbs are screaming at me, okay, I will survive, I will be fine, and I will be able to come into my kitchen every morning and feel good about the way it looks. So it was worth it. So yeah, my hair, last night I put it up in a top knot bun, and then when I took the bun down, a lot of my curls were kind of still intact. So, you know, it doesn't look perfect, and I wouldn't want to take like photos with this hair, but this is definitely acceptable for like, you know, being seen in public type of thing. So I really like the kind of carefree curl, soft bouncy look of day 2 hair. And then probably tonight, I ain't gonna lie, I might try to get away with one more top knot bun to see if I can get one more day of loose curls out of it. And then after that, going into day 3, we're definitely gonna do 3-strand plaits, and then we'll do like a braid out for the remainder of this wash cycle. You know what I mean? Before I put in my next set of braids, because I already know what braids I'm gonna be doing. Thinking about doing the same style of braids I had before, but this time using human hair. I'm giving it another try, y'all, because I had a really rough time with the synthetic hair as far as when I was trying to take them out and stuff. It was kind of a nightmare with all the tangles and matting. So I'm thinking about doing like a custom color to some human hair, and then that way I'll get the diversity in color that I want, you know, because I don't want to do like the dark hair again. So if I do that process where I'm coloring the hair and doing all that, I will absolutely share that with you guys so you can kind of see how that goes. So stay tuned. Okay, y'all, it's steam time. I brought the steaming rack up here. Oh my God, y'all can't even see. The steam is like right in y'all's face. Okay, so I brought the steam rack up from the laundry room, and I'm just gonna steam a couple of items here. Some stuff I got off Amazon. Y'all, look at this cute 2-piece set. This is the top, and this is the skirt. It's very long too. Y'all, this is so perfect for summer, spring, summer, depending on where you live. So I'm just gonna steam everything. This rack, this clothing rack, I had it in the laundry room, but I'm definitely gonna just be using it exclusively up here, because I'm gonna get one of those laundry rack things, those drying racks that like come out of the wall and like collapse into the wall. I think I want that for down there. It takes up less space. But yeah, this is my steamer, and also the drying rack, everything from Amazon, even the clothing. This is another dress that I got. So cute, y'all. It has a little split on the side. I like that. It's a little bit tight though. It runs a little small. So I ordered the small, but I probably should have got the medium because it's like really tight, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna try everything on. I figured I'd steam it and then try it on for you guys. I'll put links to the stuff below. You guys, it's the next day, and what am I doing, you ask? Taking some of the packaging off these new socks that Anthony ordered for Ann off of Amazon. Y'all know we're an Amazon family. These really cute socks, super thick, y'all, and stretchy, you know what I mean? Problem is that he ordered us a different set of socks that are too small. I'm like, Anthony, Ann's feet are way bigger than this. So I'm just going to put these in storage and save them for Ava, because I have a feeling she'll be getting into these probably by the beginning of next year. Just getting some stuff done around the house this morning, you guys. I was filming some content for my AG1 partner. So I got that out of the way. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I don't know if you'll see the content yet when this video goes up. Probably not, but you'll see it soon if you haven't already. Just tidying up a bit. I do have some quick errands that I need to run. I need to take some Amazon returns back. I decided that dress that I tried on yesterday, I wasn't gonna keep it because I did like some walking around in the house, and I'm like, this is gonna ride up and you're gonna see my cheeks. So I don't wanna wear anything that I have to be worried about. So I'm gonna send that back and maybe just get a size up. Okay, so I just put Ava down for a nap. She's kind of fighting it, so she's not fully asleep. I can still hear her in there kind of making noises. Anthony went to the gym. So I'm gonna check on her. Somebody is not asleep at all. Girl. I'm just gonna put those socks in one of these boxes to store it. You gotta go to sleep, mommy. I have Ava on the most strict schedule ever, and it's only strict because it's really working and she kind of sticks to it really well. And if she doesn't get her nap before her second feeding of the day, usually she'll be like really grumpy and we'll have like a lot of irritability and stuff. So I really want her to get at least 30 minutes of a nap before we do her second feeding. So yeah, y'all know me, you know, just going through the house making beds and whatnot. Oh, let me give y'all an update on this little playhouse. A lot of you guys had some great ideas on how to repair it. What we ended up doing was just bending the poles back so they're kind of like janky. I don't know if y'all can see, it's not really, I mean, it's sturdy, but it's a little janky. It kind of leans a little bit, but it is up there. I love the idea of getting the PVC pipe that a few of you guys actually suggested. So I'm going to actually look into that. I'm going to head to Menards and see what they have. The only thing I think would pose any kind of problem, see, here's one of the poles. It's still kind of bent. And I think I thought this material was aluminum, but it's actually not. It's some kind of plastic. So we were able to bend it back without it breaking. But the only thing is that it's just so small. And I wasn't too sure if they made PVC pipe this small, but I'm gonna check because maybe they do. But yeah, it was bent right here, bent right there. Girl, the pole at the top got bent when it collapsed. This one here. And then were there any other parts that got bent? Yep, and then right here, pretty much all of the upper structure got compromised, right? And then the bottom is still intact. And then y'all, also when the tower came down, something got broke here with her little starlight string lights. So these don't work anymore. As y'all can see, the cord got snapped right here some kind of way. So I gotta somehow get those off. And I will probably get some more lights to put in here because honestly, it's so cute. And this thing gets really dark at night, so we need the light in here. But we just have to somehow find a way to get her to, you know, respect her stuff and not break things. Somebody had an idea saying like, gotta get Ann stuff she can't break. And I'm like, what? Like a kid that is hell-bent on exploring their things, being curious about how things are put together, being curious about how things are assembled, and you know, they're gonna always find a way to mess up something, right? You know, something's gonna get broken no matter what. There are no like autism proof, you know, there are no like kid proof things to get a kid, you know. I mean, if you really want to break it, you will figure out a way to break it. And at her age, you know, they're not even making stuff that's like break proof because they're thinking they're dealing with a 7-year-old, and so the things that we buy her are not going to be baby proofed, you know. So yeah, that's not going to work. Anne finds ways to destroy her clothes, you know. It's like, what, so we're gonna buy her bubble wrap clothes? Like, no. There are things that are gonna get broken. There's things we're gonna have to repair. There's things we're gonna have to deal with. This is just our struggles as a special needs family, as an autism family. These are literally the things that we have to deal with, you know. And I know it seems like I'm kind of nonchalant about the whole breaking of the 10 thing, but y'all, it's because I've been dealing with this for, you know, about 6 years. Ever since Anne could like walk, she has destroyed things unexpectedly. So we've just kind of become a little bit numb to it, right? And we want her to have nice things. We want her to be able to still have the things that other 7-year-olds have, but there is that risk that she might get curious and break it. And a lot of times she's not breaking things because she wants to break it. Let's be clear. Let's get that out in the atmosphere right now. She's not being destructive on purpose. This is a kid who is curious as to how things operate. She also generalizes a lot. So she'll look at this playhouse and think of it as a trampoline. And then she'll be like, it looks soft, I can jump on it. So these are all, you know, sort of symptoms of her misunderstanding, you know, sort of the world around her. And this is kind of the reality for, you know, a lot of kids on the spectrum, a lot of kids who have intellectual disabilities. Because what you guys also have to remember is that Anne is not just on the autism spectrum, right? She also has a diagnosed intellectual disability, which means during her evaluation with her neuropsychologist, it was found that she had delays that were substantial enough to warrant an intellectual disability diagnosis. So we are dealing with some pretty substantial intellectual deficits. And like I was kind of explaining in my last vlog about us kind of responding to the things that go wrong, because it's not a matter of if things will go wrong, it's when. And I think being the parents that we are, the only thing we can do is really try to master how we respond. And, you know, just like with this tent, for some of you guys, it was like the end of the world. Like, oh my God, I know she didn't just break her new tent. For us, it was, what do we do next? How can we fix it? And a lot of you guys responded in that same way. You guys had great ideas. And like I said, I'm headed to Menards to see what's really good with the PVC pipe, because that actually sounds like a plan. And I thank you guys so much for that. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of clarify for any of you guys who may be new or maybe just had a different idea of what we were dealing with. And while I wait for my computer to update over there, I'm actually backing it up so that I can update it, because y'all know how Apple is. But I just made my bed and I just wanted to come in here and rave a little bit more about my jersey sheets, y'all. I just cannot get enough, right? One of you guys asked me for a link to these, so I'm actually going to pop that link in the bottom of this video if you guys want to check it out. I got these from At Home. It was a king set. Only came with 2 pillowcases, but that didn't stop me from anything. Or I just put 2 pillows in each of the pillowcases, which honestly was a great idea because these pillowcases are really big. And it was only like $34 or something like that. And I'm just obsessed. I need to get another one so I can have one to switch out when this one's in the wash. Jersey sheets are life, y'all. And what's so crazy is that I remember when me and Anthony went on a vacation one time and we were in this really nice Airbnb. We were out of the country and the bedding was the jersey sheets and also linen. It was jersey and linen. And I remember thinking, this is a really odd thing, you know, for like a fancy, it was a really fancy sort of Airbnb. And I was like, it's odd that they have like these kind of sheets. I would expect like bamboo sheets or like Egyptian cotton and all that, but no, honey. And it was some of the best rest that we had. And I remember me and Anthony were talking about, we were like, we might want to consider like switching up and kind of going this kind of fabric route. And we just, I guess, forgot about it after that and we never really pulled the trigger. But when I was in At Home and saw they had the jersey sheets, I'm like, let me check it out. And I'm so glad I did. So if you don't already have your heart set on your favorite bedding, check out the jersey material. It might do it for you. Okay, it might do it for you for $34. As you can see, it does have a more casual look, so it's not as fancy like a hotel thing, but if you can swing it, you know, got a little boho going, you might be able to do it, hon. How many calories did you burn? About 600? 4? Sounds about right. So he's back from the gym, obviously. I'm heading out. I just changed my clothes, put on some sneakers. Ooh, don't fall. Because what I was wearing, it doesn't go, you can't put a coat over like a long thing like that. And it was just a little bit too thin for the weather, y'all. It is cold. It has gotten back cold. It's like in the 20s. So I'm just gonna make these runs real quick. But first, I'm gonna get myself something to drink. Y'all, I've been loving my little coffee nook. Every time I walk past it, I'm like, yes, indeed. I've had a couple of cups from my newly decorated barista station since I put it together. And yeah, y'all, it's just one of those things where I'm just like, yes. So I skipped my morning coffee this morning because I had my AG1 and I don't usually, I choose one or the other, you know, with that kind of stuff. I'm gonna have like a late coffee situation and I'm just gonna take it to go. And everything. So yeah, y'all like it, for real. Y'all like it. You would do something like this in your house. Be honest, okay? Be honest. I also like that it's cute, but it's not like overly Pinteresty. You know, it still functions in a very practical way. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look like I tried to do too much, you know, when you glance over there. I mean, it's cute, but it doesn't look like, you know, you feel like you can't really fix your coffee in that space. Or you feel like you can't even move anything because it's gonna, you know, you feel like you just can't touch anything. You have to leave it, you know, or whatever. So it doesn't have like that museum vibe. The final test will be when I have company over, you know, an overnight guest, and then they wake up and come and make their coffee and they're able to navigate everything and everything makes sense as far as how I placed it. That'll be the final test. When is the next time we're gonna have an overnight guest? Where it's definitely coming up on the summer, and that's when usually we get all the visitors. So it'll be happening real soon. Okay, so I got my crossbody pouch here. I'm gonna go grab those returns. I'm gonna grab me some kind of jacket, maybe even a hat, to tame this hair. The backup is still happening, y'all, because I hadn't backed my computer up for 2 months. And I am a media person, right? Lots of video files, lots of photo files and all this stuff. So my computer was just like, what? So it's taking so long for the update for the backup to happen. I started the backup last night, y'all, so it went all through the night, and it's still happening this morning, and we're about to go into the afternoon. And then after I finish the backup, I have to update my computer so that all of my programs will operate properly, because right now they're not operating that well. They're glitching. Okay, so it's a whole day dealing with these Apple products. I'm telling you, it just ruins your whole day. All right, we're gonna get a couple pumps of caramel. And by a couple, I mean 4. And I'm gonna treat myself today. We're gonna do a double shot of cream. All right, I'm gonna start off with, this is the cinnamon dolce latte. I'm just gonna do a quick pour of that. Then right on top, I'm gonna use my cold foam. This is just the French vanilla one. This stuff is so messy, y'all. Let me tell you, if you get this, because I think you should, it's really good, but don't shake it before you do the squirt. Shake it with the top on, because this stuff will go everywhere. There's no really, you know, this mechanism at the top doesn't stop it from leaking out. So it'll be all over your kitchen walls. So you just do a little bit of that. You see how loose it is? I think it gives you the vibe that's gonna be like whipped cream because of the spout, but it's like, it's a very loose cream. Yesterday when I did this, I put some cinnamon right on the finish, but I'm not gonna do that today. Okay. Hi, okay, I'm back. I went to At Home to replace that frame, and I bought some cute little chargers for the table, so I'm just fitting them out.
Well, the big business say that's what he go for.
Let me talk to y'all in a second, because he's on the phone with Dad. They talk about politics, so we're gonna get back. Maybe I should turn that off. Okay, so Dad is off the phone. How long were we on the phone with him? Let's see here. 1 hour, 2 minutes. Oh, Dad. Okay. So I got my frame. I went to At Home. Yeah, I mentioned that. Got my little frame. Oh, I gotta take those stickers off. But yeah, so I'm putting everything back together. This is the frame that fell off the wall up there in the closet. Did I mention that? I don't know if I did. So yeah, the frames that I put inside the closet on that, you know, the side of that cabinet, one of them fell. And I know it wasn't the adhesive that failed, this 3M adhesive, because this stuff ain't no joke. Actually, the frames that I have up in the laundry room have been up for about 4 years, untouched. So this adhesive works, you know, very well, almost to a fault. When you're taking it down, it's gonna take some of the wall with it, okay? So I knew it wasn't the adhesive. It was these staples that they put on their frames, which project, right? And it's about maybe a couple centimeters, but that's enough to really interfere with how well the adhesive works. And so that's what was happening. There were a few staples left in that frame. I had taken them off the other ones, but then I got lazy and I was like, oh, I don't have to take the staples off, not for real. And then there you go. I took them all off. There were about 6 of them on this one, so it was quite a lot. But I'm just gonna put our picture back up. It fell like in the middle of the night. And so, yeah, I didn't even discover it until I was getting ready to go to the gym this morning. And I was like, oh, so I cleaned that up. And yeah, I just had lunch, some leftover from last night. I had made like a jerk shrimp pasta, like with the creamy pasta, and it was pretty good. It was easy and quick. I put some kale and asparagus in it. So, you know, I was just throwing some stuff in the pot, honey, what was in the fridge, and I'm like, let me eat this asparagus before it goes bad, because it was buy one get one free. So I had a whole bunch of it, so I'm like, let me eat this before it goes bad. And there was a bunch of cute stuff in At Home today. I could barely contain myself. The dishware, like the kitchenware and stuff, I was like so tempted to buy like new plates and new bowls, but I'm like, you don't need that stuff right now. Use what you got. You know, when spring comes around, you just want to get all new everything. It's like a vibe. You just want all new everything. Okay, I got it back up there. What I'm going to do is check a little later today to make sure that it's still on there, because like with the other adhesive, y'all, it's like glued on there. Like, look, you see that? It doesn't even budge, and I'm like moving it. It does not budge. So that adhesive is really good. That sticky tape. So I'm gonna come back and check it just to make sure it's fusing properly like the other frames. And if it is, I'll know for sure that it was just the staples. That's what'll seal it for me. So yeah. And yay, I just checked and the backup is complete. It actually completed 2 hours ago. I was gone at that time, so no worries there. But the backup is complete now. I can actually update my computer, and then, you know, if something happens, the computer crashes, gets broken, shuts down, like it has happened before, at least I'll have all of my stuff on my Apple Tower, whatever this thing is called. So let me do this update. Y'all, shoot, the reason I even have this computer, right, this one here, is because I did an update one time, you know, years ago, and then the computer just never came back on. It just like broke, and I had to end up getting a new one, which is this one. And now this one is almost about to be considered vintage because I bought this computer, I think, during the pandemic. So we're looking at 4 years. I may have even bought it before the pandemic, so it's definitely at least 4 years old. And in tech years, that's like a long time. These updates be scaring me, okay? Because it'd be like that difference between having like fresh, new, you know, updated features to use, or no computer at all. Like that fine line, it's crazy. It's a few days later. Hey, Sticky Booty. And me and Ava girl are on our way out. Ooh, you smell good. Ooh, you smell so good. You smell so good. Well, Daddy just gave me a bath. Sweet baby. So she's wearing an outfit today that is sized for a 12-month-old. But it's so cute. I love this little outfit. I don't know, I think this came from Amazon. Looks like one of those little Amazon outfits. Let's put the hair bow on. It's a little bit big, but not really. Let's see. See, it's so cute. It's so cute. The arms are a little, the sleeves are just a little bit long, but it's okay. Yep, it does. It's right here. There it is. Ava be grabbing my hair. I'll be like, girl. You're holding the camera. You vlogging? You vlogging for mommy? You vlogging for mommy? Little slobber mouth. Slobber mouth. Oh my God, look, she's holding on to my hair. Oh, Ava, let it go. Let it go, girl. You ready to go? Let's put on some socks and everything, okay? Let's get some socks and everything, okay? Okay. And it's snowing a little bit. The weather has been off the chain. Okay, I threw these on so I wouldn't look so sheepy. Wouldn't look so sleepy. Anthony just went to the gym, and it's just me and Ava. Anna's at school. And y'all, we've introduced Ava to Miss Rachel. You know, she met Miss Rachel, and she really likes her. And when I was watching that stuff, I was like, I like Miss Rachel, because it's the energy and attention that you would give your own baby. Just, it's supplementary, you know, like if you're cooking, or if you are trying to study, or you're, you know, tending to another child, you can put on Miss Rachel, and it's not a bunch of graphics. It's not a bunch of graphics, you know, it's not a bunch of animation. It's literally just, an adult woman kind of playing with your baby, like talking to them and like teaching them stuff. It's kind of cool. I was like, I ain't too mad at it. So Ava is sitting in her little chair right now. She's so agitated because she's sleepy. It's time for her morning nap, but we got to head to this doctor's appointment, and I'm just hoping she can sleep in the car, but it's not time to leave yet. So I'm like, should I give her a nap? You know, so I'm just letting her kind of just relax. And I really want to make our bed, so I'm about to do that right now. On Instagram, I saw this video come across my feed where there was a bed making competition, and there was some Asian people, and it looked like they worked in like the hospitality industry or something, but they were competing to make these beds, and it was supposed to be funny, you know, like we were supposed to be making fun of the whole idea of having a bed making competition. But y'all, I was watching the video and I was like, well done. I watched the whole thing, and it was kind of lengthy. Making those beds, they did a great job. I'm like, see, that's how you know I'm in a different era of my life. It's okay, Ava. Because the bed making is just everything. And I was actually never really a bed maker until college when I had my first roommate, and you know, you want your stuff to be organized and clean if you're gonna be sharing your space with somebody else. And so that's when I kind of became like really big on like, you know, keeping my stuff clean and organized. Before that, I didn't, because it wasn't my responsibility. It was, you know, my parents' responsibility. I can't even get my day started properly if I don't have my bed made, honey. And my husband is the opposite. He doesn't give a damn about a made bed. I think also having new sheets inspires you to make your bed more too. But yeah, when that bed is made, honey, my day can officially start. Okay, mommy's little Ava. Mommy's little Ava, she wants her morning nap, okay? This little baby is on a strict schedule, okay? I think that's the thing that happens when they're like not leaving the house to go to any, you know, day programs or anything. They be on a strict schedule, and they be wanting to stick to it, you know? So this is definitely her morning nap time, but I don't know what to do because we got this appointment. But yeah, I went to the gym this morning though, y'all. And it was a good workout. It was a core workout. That's what Fridays are for us at our gym. So Anthony's on his way to go do the workout that I already did earlier this morning. And it's the weekend, so today is Friday. This Sunday is the run that I'm doing, right? The 8K, the Shamrock Shuffle, the Bank of America run downtown. So I'm doing that on Sunday. And the weather is kind of trippy because y'all saw it's kind of snowing a little bit. And it's supposed to be kind of nicer on Sunday. It's supposed to be like in the high 40s, which is great for running outside if you have on the right gear. But anywho, I gotta let you guys go. You know, we're at the end of the vlog here because I got a lot of stuff going on to kick off this weekend, and I gotta get things prepared and everything else. So I've held you guys hostage long enough. I'll let you guys go, and we will get back together and talk in my next vlog, and I will let you guys know how the run went, and I'll most likely take you guys along for that. What else is happening this weekend? I don't know, hopefully I'll get some rest. But yeah, I love you guys so much. And oh yeah, we hit 1 million views this month. That is actually quite insane to think that my videos were viewed 1 million times, and mostly unique viewers, which is great, which is really, really, really great. So thank you guys so much for that. I definitely wanted to not forget to throw that in there. I didn't know that we hit 1 million until, you know, just like a day or two ago. So I didn't know at the beginning of the vlog, but we found out, and I'm so excited. And I love you guys so much, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye.